It was a Sunday morning. I woke, went to the lounge room where my sister was on the computer and asked where everybody was. Mum was running around and my brothers were with friends. I asked where Dad was and she said he went fishing. He loved to fish ever since he was little and used to go with his father. He had just bought a new boat, a lifelong dream. I looked outside and the sun was shining, not a cloud in the sky. I asked Mum what time Dad would be back. She said lunchtime. A little after 11, Mum couldn't get a hold of Dad. She didn't worry, he was having fun. Maybe he turned his phone off. 1 hour later, and still no word, we all went down to Werribee South to see if we could see him coming in. The water was so calm and still, it was like glass. We rang him over and over, but nothing. By that time, you could tell Mum was getting worried. I didn't blame her. Hours passed, the sky grew dark, and my mum couldn't wait any longer. She called the Coast Guard and they went looking. I asked Mum what was going on and she said they had found a white esky. Night came and still nothing. Mum stayed out with the search crew. I watched it all on Channel 7 News. They asked for people to look out for a white boat that had been missing since Sunday afternoon. I was speechless, my mind racing. The next day there was a knock at the door, 2 police officers. They came inside and said they had found him in the water wearing his life jacket. I couldn't believe what I just heard. I looked at Mum and we broke down in tears. We later found out that his boat had sunk. No one would know what really happened out there. I woke one day to find that it was the day of my father's funeral, unable to believe that this was happening to us. I didn't really know what I was feeling that day. It was all different emotions. I had never been to a funeral. Mum said I could pick out the music. His favourite was Johnny Cash. We had a slideshow and one of his cousins read a speech. Mum made everyone wear casual clothes. It was better that way. After the funeral, we had a barbecue. My friends came and people were having fun in spite of where we were a few hours earlier. Been 2 years since he passed, 3 in November. So much has changed since then, some good and some bad. Right now we are in the middle of moving house. It has been a rough 2 years and moving isn't making it any easier. Mum calls it a fresh new start. She thinks it will be good for us, but I guess we'll have to wait and see.